Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to do the corner to corner pattern. You can do scarves or blankets in this pattern. You can also do hats, but I've never done a hat in this pattern either. It makes a beautiful blanket. It's super easy, and it actually does make the time go by faster as far as like how quick you can make a blanket. You can make it as big as you want, as long as you want. So doing corner to corner, you're doing your width and your length at the same time. And then once you get to however wide and long you want it, then you start your decreasing, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's easy. So what you're going to need as far as materials, you're going to need your yarn, of course. I'm using the Hobby Lobby brand. I love this yarn in tweed. It recommends using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. Personally, I like to drop down a complete hook size because I like the stitches to be closer together and I like the gaps to be smaller. So I also recommend having a stitch marker to mark the beginning of your blanket. The crochet hook I'm using is also from Hobby Lobby, and it's the 4.5 millimeter. You need your yarn needle for weaving in your ends. It's just a blunt tip. Ordered that off of Amazon. And then also your scissors. And I got these off Amazon as well. All right, so to get started, let me turn it here. All right, to get started, you're gonna need your slip knot. And then you're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then for your first block, you're going to start double crocheting into the 4th chain from your hook. Remember, never counting this one, the one that's on your hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So double crochet, yarn over, go underneath your stitch, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then you're going to double crochet into your next stitch. And then the last stitch. And there you've made your first block. Okay, so then what you're gonna do after you've made that first block, you're gonna turn your work and chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the 4th chain from the hook, you're gonna do a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's 1. Go into your next stitch for a double crochet. There's 2. And the last one is a little, can be a little difficult to see, but it's right there if you turn your work. If you turn it a little bit, make sure you turn it back. Okay, so there you have your, basically it's 3 double crochets and then the chain spaces that you're going to be working in. All right, so here is your chain space from your first block. So what you're going to do is you're going to slip stitch. Okay. And you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you're gonna do 3 more double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. So here's what your work should look like. So you have your first row here, you have your next row, but in reality what you've done because this was the beginning of your work, and I told you that's where you need your stitch marker. So just take your stitch marker and place it in there. Okay, so you're gonna chain, actually I'm sorry, turn your work. And the reason why I'm turning my work before I chain the 6 is because it's easier to see where you need to double crochet into. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, count back 4. So here you have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and double crochet. Double crochet into your next stitch. And in your last. Okay. And then here's your chain space from the previous block. Just slip stitch. Chain 3. And 3 double crochets right into your chain space. So remember, in every chain space, slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochet. Okay. All right, there's the chain space from the previous block. Go in and slip stitch. Chain 3. And 3 double crochet. Sorry, my thumb's bothering me. Probably wasn't a good idea to do this today. So here's what your work. You know what? I'm just gonna go with it. I've started this video over so many times, it's not even funny, but whatever. All right, so this is exactly how it's gonna look, and it's gonna keep looking like this until you have it as wide and long as you want it. And remember what I said, you're making your width and your length at the same time. You really don't even need to measure. That's why I didn't tell you needed a tape measure, because you really don't need it. You just kind of eyeball it how wide and long you want it. All right, so turn your work, chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count back to the 4th chain from your hook. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do your double crochet. And remember to hold your work in your hand to where it's not flipping around, because you will mess this up. So there's your first one. There's your second one. And then your last double crochet. Okay, there's the chain space from the previous block. Go in and slip stitch. Okay, chain 3. 3 double crochet back into that same space. Okay, there's the chain space from the previous row, previous block. Slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochet, all into that same space. Okay, there's the chain space from your previous row. Go in and slip stitch. Chain 3, 3 double crochet, all within that same space. Okay. Here's what it looks like. Okay, see the beginning of your stitch, or excuse me, the beginning of your project has your stitch marker. Okay, turn your work, chain 6, place 1 double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Your next stitch, remember double crochet is yarn over. Go in underneath that stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And then you have 1 more. There's your chain space from your previous row. Go in and slip stitch. Chain 3. And then 3 double crochets all back into that same space. Okay. The next one, go into your space right there, do a slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochet, and double crochet is a yarn over, going underneath your chain, or your chain 3 from the previous row. Sorry. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, going underneath your chain 3, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, there's your chain space from the previous row. Go underneath it, grab your yarn, pull through, and straight through. Chain 3, 3 double crochet all back into that same space. Double crochet is yarn over, go underneath your stitch, grab your yarn and pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then 1 more. Okay, and then here you're at your last one, and there's your chain space. Slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochet. Here's what it looks like. Let me zoom in here. Okay, here's what it looks like. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to decrease. My thumb is bothering me, so I kind of want to hurry up and get this done without making it any worse than it has to be. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're not gonna chain anything. You're gonna turn your work, and you're gonna slip stitch into your next 2 stitches. So there's 1, and there's 2. And what that is doing is it's blocking off that end. Okay. Then you're going to slip stitch into your chain 3 space, and you're going to make another block. So chain 3, and then do your 3 double crochets all within that block. And you're going to do this, you're just going to keep repeating this until you're at the end. So slip stitch into your next chain 3 space, chain 3, and then 3 double crochets in that chain 3. Okay, your next chain 3 space, go in and slip stitch, chain 3, 3 more double crochets. Give me 1 second while I pull up some more yarn. Okay. Next chain 3 space, go in, slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochets, okay. So here you are at the end, go in, slip stitch, chain 3, 3 more double crochets. And you're going to do the same thing on this side that you did on this side when you slip stitched, when you turned, and then just slip stitch into your chain 3 space. So turn your work, slip stitch, sorry, I was out of focus, slip stitch, and slip stitch. Okay, you slip stitched all the way into your chain 3 space. All right, chain 3, and then 3 double crochet into the chain 3 from the previous block. I don't think today was the best day to try to do this video, but you know what? It's life. I mean, why not? Go ahead. Let you guys see how I really am. All right, chain 3 into your next chain 3 space, chain 3, and 3 double crochet right back in there. Okay. Slip stitch into your next chain 3 space from the previous row, chain 3, 3 double crochet. Okay. Slip stitch into your next chain 3 space, chain 3, 3 double crochet. Okay, so here you are. Remember the when you slip stitched into the first time, you slip stitched all the way into your chain 3 space. All right, so now you're gonna slip stitch into that chain 3 space, turn your work. And then you're going to do the same thing. Remember, it should be 3 slip stitches, 1, 2, and 3. And you'll see how it's starting to block off your edge. Your work will kind of look a little funny, but once you've completed it, you just, if you block your work, meaning that you wet it down, you put it on the blocks, you pin it down, you straighten everything, make it all perfectly even, that's fine. 9 times out of 10, I do not do that. I do wash everything that I've made with gentle washing, and then while it's wet or damp, then I'll go through and I'll straighten everything up. But as you can see here, you're getting a straight edge, and here you're getting a straight edge. Okay, get some more yarn. Okay. So again, you've slip stitched all the way to your chain 3 space, and then you're going to chain 3 and 3 double crochets into the previous chain 3 space. Okay, slip stitch into your next chain 3 space, chain 3, and 3 double crochet. Trying to move a little bit faster. I know this kind of gets boring. All right, slip stitch into your previous chain 3 space, chain 3, 3 double crochet. Here you are at the end, slip stitch into that chain 3, turn your work, and then slip stitch back all the way into your chain 3 space. Okay, see here you're getting a straight edge, chain 3, 3 double crochet into your previous chain 3 space, or your chain 3 space from your previous row, sorry. Okay, slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochet. All right, you're at the end here, just slip stitch into your chain 3 space. Turn your work, slip stitch back to your chain 3 from the previous row. And this should be your last block. So chain 3, 3 double crochet, okay, and then just slip stitch. And there you have a corner to corner. Let me zoom you in. Hopefully you can see that pretty well. Okay, and that's how you do a corner to corner. And if you like, you can put a border around, and I have done that on many of the corner to corner blankets that I've made, but sometimes I just like the way they look. They're not perfect, but I think they look great. Okay, again, that's your corner to corner stitch. That's how it should look. And now I'm going to show you my first corner to corner blanket. So let me zoom out. Okay. So this one was made with the Caron Cakes Big Cakes. I do not remember what the colorway was called, but I really loved it. This is folded up, so, I mean, all right, let me zoom out just a little bit more here. Okay. So as you can see, all right, I do not have a border on here. At the time, I really didn't like borders, but the further along I got in crochet, the more I enjoyed the borders. But anyway, so as you can see, if you use a self-striping yarn, your stripes are corner to corner. No matter what way you turn it, your stripes are diagonal, corner to corner, whatever you want to call it. But I think, see how I didn't block it when I did it. I just washed it and let it dry down a little bit, and then just stretched it and kind of made everything even, but it's been washed numerous times since then. So, but this just hangs on an old antique ladder in my living room. But anyway, that's it. So that's how you do your corner to corner. I think with my next video, I may try to show you how to add a border. I'm not really sure, but still haven't made up my mind. But anyway, again, this is how you do your corner to corner, and why I recommended the stitch markers, so you know where your beginning is, which of course you have your tail end. You just weave it in, snip it off with your scissors. All right, that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you do, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. As always, thank you so much for coming to my channel and watching my videos. This one is a little bit longer than I intended, but hey, it's a beautiful day. Why not? Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.